All right, everybody, welcome in NorCal Sports Network. And the Giants get a big win. Not a big win, but a good win. No big wins when you're eliminated, but a good win in that they shut them out 9-0, and another good pitching performance by one of their youngsters. So back-to-back games, Mason Black, and then tonight Landon Roop. And is it tomorrow? Is it Birdsong tomorrow, Lou?
Blake Snell, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's Snell tomorrow, is it? Hold on. I gotta look. But anyway, welcome in, guys. Let me check that out. Tomorrow is Sunday, the 22nd.
Yeah, Snell against Lugo.
Oh, it is Snell. Wow, they could go for the sweep. Oh my gosh. I put every hat on except Kansas City. All right, well, let's go for the sweep. Bury those guys. I need the win tomorrow anyway for fantasy baseball. Who gives a crap? That's more important.
You gotta remember one thing, Dan, that I think a lot of times who you play when you play them means a lot. Giants, correct. I'm going to still give them credit, but they went against the Orioles, who are 4-16, so they got them at the right time. All the pressure's on Kansas City because the Giants have nothing to play for.
Right.
They are getting great pitching, but I just want to make sure people know in the chat, and say the Giants win tomorrow and maybe take 2 out of 3. This is still a team that's 4th place in the NL West. They need to get rid of Farhan, and this means absolutely nothing. I don't care that Chapman got 2 homers. It means nothing to me. Late night Lamont got 2 homers. Doesn't mean anything to me because I don't want late night back. Again, they didn't listen to you, Dan.
Too little, too late.
Too little, too late. During the season, they didn't show up. And if you look at the lineup again, they didn't play the young guys. Why are they still playing Walton? Doesn't make
Walton.
any
Yeah,
sense.
they sent Luciano down, Lou.
I mean,
it's absolutely malpractice.
Yep.
It's prospect malpractice.
I mean, Walton's now batting .099.
Yep, exactly. And somebody asked about the hat. Dan, why aren't you wearing the Giants hat?
What is he, a newcomer?
And it's answered right here by, where did I say it? Yeah, Philip says, I vowed not to wear one the rest of the year. No, I'm not wearing a Giants hat this year again. They stunk. I said I'd wear San Francisco if the Giants won. So I've got the SF, but it's 49ers. I'm wearing winners. I don't want to wear a loser's hat. And the Giants are a loser. They're a losing organization. They're disgusting as far as how they've treated their youngsters, as Lou brought up. Luciano, let me just – I put a tweet out about this today, Lou. It's just disgusting.
Oh, let me take a look.
Yeah.
So I was watching the Cal game. I was watching college football.
Gosh, Cal just choked tonight. They got in the red zone 5 times and couldn't get a touchdown. 3 out of 5 field goals. They missed 2 field goals. All they need to make is one of those first 2 field goals.
And then they win it at the end.
And they win it at the end. And it's like, oh, my gosh. They would have been 4-0 facing Miami next week or in 2 weeks for the opportunity to beat Miami, who's a top 10 team. Cal wins tonight and goes and upsets Miami in a couple weeks. Could have moved into the top 12 in college football at 5-0. But now they're 3-1 and headed for 3-2, most likely.
So, Dan, is it the one that said the one the Giants might be the worst run organization?
Yep, that's it. Yeah, you want to read it? Go ahead,
Sure.
Read it.
It says SF Giants might be the worst run organization in MLB. Led by Farhan, they have butchered the handling of its top draft picks and prospects. Number 1, They totally missed the eye test on the talented Ramos, their first homegrown all-star outfielder in 40 years. Ramos would never have been given an opportunity to prove himself if it wasn't for the injuries to the top 3 outfielders. He was the first outfielder cut in spring training. He was on the way, his way on was given by Joe Bart's treatment, another major mishandling by Farhan.
Yeah, he was on the way to being, he was on the same path as Joey Bart.
Yeah, same path. Number 2, Luis Matos, winner of Player of the Week in mid-May, is sent down 2 weeks later after slumping. Number 3, Casey Schmidt, drafted in round 2 and touted as the next Matt Chapman defensively, never given an opportunity to play third base, and is forced to learn a new position and now permanently blocked from playing third base, where he was given an award, Golden Glove style, in the minors. We have got to see glimpses of a stellar glove and limited opportunities at third base. And now the most glaring blunder of them all. Beside Ramos, Luciano has been sent back down because the almighty fourth-place Giants would rather give a career 173 hitter, Devon Walton, a longer look. You can't make this stuff up. SF is a disaster. If it's not for the Chicago White Sox or the Rockies, we'd be the laughingstock of the MLB. I think that's, I don't think I need to hear anything. Say anything, because I think you've wised it up right there. And how are you going to get better with the youngsters? And why would a youngster ever come to this organization the way these other 3 have been treated? It's a disaster.
Well,
Philip, who wrote that? What I just said? Dan himself. That was Dan that wrote that.
This is
and it's all Farhan, so we don't need to talk about anything else.
It's just absolutely incredulous how they have treated these youngsters. Unfortunately, the youngsters don't have a say. So whether they're stuck in this organization or not, the Giants, I would kick Farhan so far down the road. The way he's treated these youngsters, Lou, I wouldn't even give him the courtesy to be a part of the organization. He's a loser. He's an absolute loser. I first thought about it. I thought, the guy's smart. Give him another spot in the organization. No, the guy's destroyed the Giants. Get him as far away as possible. You know what? Build an underground tunnel, whatever you got to do, and flush him out into the Pacific. Give me a break. This guy has absolutely made a mockery of the Giants farm system, and I thought that's what he was brought in to do, was fix it.
And he said it at the trade deadline. Farhan numerous times and said he's going to play the youth. That's where our future is. Complete lie.
Yeah. I don't think they're keeping him, Matthew. I think he's toast. I think the Giants ownership has finally realized how much of an embarrassment the team is. And, look, they're playing good baseball right now, this road trip.
There's no pressure because the games don't mean anything to the Giants.
They've won 4. They've actually won
4 out of 5.
They don't have anything to play for. They're just loosey-goose. This is why you can't even count what Yaz is doing. And you know what they're going to do? All the casuals out there. Oh, yes. He's got 18 homers. Yeah, how many of them were meaningful? 2 or 3? Chapman today. Hey, congratulations. He had his baby girl. He's pumped up. Good for Matt Chapman. He hit 2 home runs. But you know what? It's fun time now. You're just going out there and having fun. There's no pressure. You look at the pressure. Who's got the pressure? Baltimore and KC, and they're choking under the pressure. The same thing the Giants were doing when there was pressure on them to win. Now young teams, these guys are choking. They've lost 6 straight, Kansas City. As you mentioned, Baltimore had lost 16 of 20 or something like that, whatever it was. They lost again to Detroit tonight. Baltimore is going to make it in because they had a good lead. But, I'm not impressed with, Lamont Wade hits 2 home runs today. Matt Chapman hits 2 home runs. Look, guys, when there's no pressure on you, you play loose. And you know what? You give them credit. Yes, credit. It's not easy to hit a baseball, pressure or not. But, and Lamont Wade had previous good success against Brady Singer. So he sees him well. He hit him, he hit 2 out, first 2 up. Chapman hits a couple out. And but you know what? I don't care. This is what the Giants have done. They did it in 22, where they were 8-9 games under 500. They made
they won 8 of their last 10 to wind up on 500.
Yeah, to wind up 500. Bob Melvin last year had a very, very talented San Diego Padres team. They come storming back and they win, like, I don't even know what it was, but 80% of their games the last couple of weeks to go 82-80, right? So there's no look. When you're not playing for anything, you can go out there and do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There's no, if you fail, you fail. If you have success, you have success. But guys are playing loose. So, and Chapman's stats, they're some of the most hollow stats, because what has he done in runners in scoring position? He's like,
I think 212 for the season,
something like that, and 45.
I don't know how many times he came up where he literally struck out on the same pitch.
Yeah, 45 strikeouts with runners in scoring position. So it is absolutely a joke what this franchise is. I don't even care what they do at this point. All I want to see is Arizona get into the playoffs, and I hope the Giants, don't spoil that. But I mean,
yeah, they won again today.
Arizona won again.
Yeah, so the wild card right now, I mean, it's right there. 4 teams. The Mets got to go to Atlanta next week.
Yeah, 3 in Atlanta starting.
Arizona. And the other thing too is in this wild card, you don't want to be the 3rd wild card. Because then then who you're going to have to play. It's it's going to go down in next week. These games are going to be very meaningful in Arizona. So the Giants, hey, get ready, because it's going to be crazy in Arizona.
I just don't want to see Arizona and San Diego play in the first round. That's 2 good teams that get knocked out. Let's take a look at the wild card, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Baltimore is, pretty much in the bag. They've got a 4.5 game lead over Minnesota. Kansas City's only got a half game lead. But look at Detroit. Detroit won today. Twins got rained out, so they're probably going to have a doubleheader tomorrow against Boston in Boston.
Tomorrow's game might be the biggest game of the year for Kansas City, because if they lose, there's a chance where they're going to be out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So don't think just because Snell is there, Snell's the greatest, that it's going to be easy. Kansas City needs this game big.
Right. That's a good point.
And the other thing is, everybody keeps talking about the Giants. They're still 3 games below 500, people. They're not even at 500. So let's stop talking about them until they reach that level.
Yeah, there they are, 76 and 79. There's your Padres have the 2.5 game lead over the Mets. So the Padres are sitting pretty good because they're 4.5 ahead of the Braves. So they've got a 2.5 game lead over the Mets, and then the Braves are 2 behind them.
And so the Mets and Braves play against each other. So unless some team sweeps, it sort of cancels each other out.
Correct. And let me see what is going on right now with San Diego game, if that's final or not. That game is they're
up
in the top of the ninth. Top of the ninth. So the Padres are going to go up 5 on the Mets. They're going to be, or on the Braves. They're going to have a 5 game cushion with only 7 games to go in the season. Padres look like they're pretty safe. Diamondbacks got to keep winning. They beat the Brewers, as you mentioned today, Lou, by a score of 5-0. Wow, I almost picked up Merrill Kelly today. I thought about did Merrill Kelly have a good game? Yeah, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 6 Ks, no walks. Man, I can't pick up the right pitcher in fantasy.
Yeah, the Brewers, they got in the playoffs. I guess they partied too hard because they've lost the first 2 games. They haven't even scored at home.
Well, it looks like they must have given up, Lou, on getting one of the buys. Let's take a look at the standings.
And then, hey, Dan, after this, in case the chat didn't know, let me tell you how a real farm system works. Why don't you, after this, why don't we tell them exactly what happened when some colleague, some guy who I think everyone knows their name, partied a little bit too hard, and tell them what happened.
Oh yeah, CJ Abrams. There we go. Yes. I tweeted on that today too. Maybe we can read that. 92-62, the Dodgers Phillies fighting, or the Phillies are a half game behind.
Trying to get the
Dodgers.
And the Dodgers are losing right now against Colorado.
4-3, right?
Yep.
But Shohei's due to come up at some point.
Yeah.
Milwaukee is now 4.5. They're going to be locked into the third. They are not going to catch Phillies or the Dodgers. So, you know what? Let's take a look. Let me go look live at the Dodgers game right now. Let me pull it up. 4-3, middle of the 7th. Freeman is up. Let's see. Did Shohei do anything? Is he now over 3? Let me see what Shohei did. Shohei is 0 for 2 and a run scored. Okay. So let me pull that game up. I'll show you a little highlights as we go along. I'll just have to keep the sound down. Okay. So earlier today, the CJ Abrams was sent down to the minor leagues for.
Or no, he was put on waivers.
Not on waivers, no. No, he wasn't waived.
Oh, I thought he's got a new team now.
No, let me pull it up here. He wasn't waived. I'll pull it up for you.
Well, why don't you tell him exactly what happened?
Okay. CJ Abrams. The Nationals demoted C.J. Abrams after he stayed out all night at a Chicago
all-star, by the way, an all-star.
Yeah, Chicago area casino prior to Friday afternoon's game against the Cubs. Advice: Abrams left the casino only hours before the Nationals game Friday, so no sleep. Prior to Friday afternoon's game. Oh, wait. Left the game only hours before the Nationals game Friday against the Cubs, and subsequently went 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. He was informed of the demotion after the game Friday, according to sources. Abrams is being sent to the Nationals minor league complex in West Palm Beach. The demotion won't impact his service time, as he's already reached the threshold of 172 days on the major league roster for a full year of service time. Abrams is eligible for arbitration for the first time this winter, as he's earned a Super 2 designation. So CJ Abrams, what I put down is, now this is how you teach young players. You're free to do whatever you want as a player, but there are consequences when it affects your performance and your team. The Nationals and CJ Abrams will be better for this demotion going forward. I like the decision. I like a management, Now the question is, this is what comes into question for me. Does management do that if the Rocky or the Nationals are in the playoff hunt? They're tied or a game ahead or a game behind. Do they do this? It's very easy to discipline somebody when there's no consequences. So,
and in case people don't know, besides being an all-star, he was the main piece that San Diego gave to Washington with the Soto trade.
So, it's interesting. That trade, Washington got a haul.
A haul. Four out of the top, I think, 9 or 13 of their farm system. Remember, the Giants, basically, Washington said to the Giants, we're not doing it because you guys don't have anybody we want.
Boy, look at this error by McMahon. Ryan McMahon, a pretty sharp fielding third baseman. Check this out right here.
Oh, God. Whipped. I don't even know if he all he did was, you got to get that.
That is the one out. That was Teoscar Hernandez. He gets on first base, brings up Tommy Edman. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Edman is, what place hitter is he? Is he the 6th, 7th hitter? Ohtani should be coming up one more time, probably in the 8th. You were saying, let me get these things off the.
And imagine what the beat writers, imagine how they found it. How did he know he was there? Probably somebody blew a gasket, said, hey, what were you doing? Oh, with the Giants, our beat writers are so weak, they would never even question anything like that.
We got we have some of the weakest beat writers on the circuit.
Yeah, everyone's on the Giants payroll.
Yeah. All right, Tommy Edman swings over it. He's got a 1-2. Interesting. Yeah, because the Dodgers lose this game. Padres are winning. We see the Padres right there, 4 games behind the Dodgers, right on the screen. It's about to go to 3.5 and could go to 3 if the Dodgers lose, because the Padres are winning their game pretty comfortably over the hapless Chicago White Sox.
Well, see, that's what good teams do. They take care of the White Sox. They sweep them.
Yeah.
They see Colorado. They sweep them. We don't do any of that. We have problems with everybody.
Yeah. Dodgers would slip to the 2 seed, according to BC, if they lose, because they'd be tied with the Phillies. Eddie K says, I got a better question. So Ohtani's grown ass doesn't know millions is being stolen from his account for betting, and he gets nothing, and Abrams, a kid, gets demoted. That's some horse crap right there. Yeah, I mean, look, MLB was going to bury that. There's no way they're going to let Ohtani take the fall if he was involved. 3-2 count. Oh, just outside, but they called him out. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. The umpire called him out on a ball that was outside.
Yeah, we do see Dave Roberts getting upset. Yeah. The home umps have had problems all season.
It was close, but look. Wait, where's the...
Yeah, it wasn't in the square.
Here, let me... Oh, there it is. See it out there? Let me get rid of the standings. That would have put first and second with 1 out. Now that brings up Maximus Muncy. The Mets won today, beat the Phillies. The Braves won.
Yep.
So we've got the 2-game lead still. And tomorrow, Muncy hits a slow roller and he gets out. They got him. This is going to go to the 8th. I still think the Dodgers pull this out. Shohei's going to come up and crank one. I got a feeling. Guy's got, 4 home runs in the last 2 games?
Correct, sir.
We'll actually watch that at bat. We'll get a little action on that. Hey, let's get those likes up, everybody. Hit that like button. Let's see what we got on here. Let me take a look on the like side here. Hold on.
Boy, a lot of high-scoring games in college football. God, Cal was so close. What is that? 6 likes? 8 likes? Oh, you're muted.
I'm talking. I'm muted. Hey, we got to get those lights up. Likes up, guys.
Now it's up to 10.
Here, I'll make it 11. I always forget. There we go. Come on, let's get those likes up. Let's see your work go. Boom, boom, boom. I bet you we can hit 20 if 10 people. If everybody would just go do it themselves and not rely on anyone else. If you would just go hit the like, we could see that thing fly to 25 right now. Everybody, just go take it on yourself. Boom, boom, boom. Look, there are 14. There's 3 of you. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you to all 3 of you. And if I can I can do a Steve Martin impersonation. If we can get to 25, I can say thank you, 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 thank you. Come on, let's get those likes up.
There you go, 14.
I know. I want to see it go to 25. Everybody's watching right now. YouTube, come on. Hit the like button, then we'll move on. Finally have a day off, Robert Boyd. Good to see you in the chat. 17. All right. Thank you, and thank you to those 3. You know who you are. Can you feel that thank you coming your way? All right. Let's get those likes all the way up past 25, and we will continue. Philip says already liked. Yeah. I got to get a way to get in the chat where we can have you hit a like.
Philip, it was James Madison that put up 53 in the first half.
18. 53 in the first half. Okay. Let's get to 20 and then we'll move on. Let's get to come on. And he hates these cans. Yeah. Crazy look. Yeah. All right. Come on. 2 more likes. 2 more likes. There we go. Come on. I hate begging for likes, man. I don't like to see a low number of non-likes. I just like to see, we should get half the people at least putting like, oh, we got someone that took one off. Somebody took theirs off. That's funny. Somebody took one off. Oh man, that's pretty hilarious. They didn't like the begging. Sounds like I sound like a televangelist right now. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Who gives a crap? If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah, Philip, that football game was absolutely nuts.
Which game?
James Madison put up, I think it was 53 in the first half. You know how hard it is to score 50 in a game, but 50 and a half?
Yeah.
Against North Carolina, and they were on the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, the first three weeks in the NFL is sort of hush-hush, and then the first month of college football. Once you get in league play and you get to know, you won't get games like this anymore.
21 likes, Robert says. All right. I love it. Okay. Thank you. Dan, you need company tomorrow to watch the Niners game. Sure. Come on over, Mark. What is it, 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock, I believe.
You're going to be playing for the Niners. It's getting bad.
Yeah. Come on over, Mark.
You got to win games like that, especially on the road.
Yeah. All right. Well, what Samuel Rosario? Oh, breaking. Just into ESPN has accepted a job offer as CEO of premium investment banking firm internationally. That's not true, Samuel. That's not true.
Why would
that's
anybody hire him?
Yeah. No, that's not true. Well, sources say Panthers getting some trade inquiries for Young, their quarterback.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you can give him up, like a 6th round, something really bad where, you maybe need him as a 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'd fit under Kyle's system. I don't know.
But,
Maybe somebody.
he's a bust.
Well, he definitely looks like yeah, pretty not too good right now. University of Michigan beat USC.
Yeah, very last play of the game almost.
27, 24 was it?
Yeah, the beat by 3.
Dang, I'm just still bothered by Cal losing to, not a good Florida State team. I mean, Cal's got to do better than that. You can't get into the red zone 5 times and not score a touchdown.
Agree.
Yeah.
And, you have Florida State who's suffering, but, they were desperate they needed the game. You can't go 0-4, and it's a league game.
Yeah, it's Cal does this all the time. They start off fast.
Yeah, they sort of tease you a little bit.
Yeah, and then they lose all of the conference games.
Yeah, and I think not next week, but in 2 weeks they got to play Miami, who's going to be number 5 in the nation. Tough L.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just. I'm looking for the playoffs. The playoffs. We're got 1 week left in the season after tomorrow. 7 games for most teams. Most teams have Monday and Thursday off. A couple teams are playing Monday, but then everybody's got, I think, 6 games left next week, right? They're either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and have Thursday off, or they're Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or they have Thursday off. Some teams will have Thursday.
Dan, are we going to do a preview show for the playoffs?
Yeah, we'll do something with the playoffs. Heck yeah. Playoffs. Yeah, Alabama, Georgia next. Are they playing this early next week? Alabama plays Georgia next week?
Yeah, the SEC rotates. It's so weird. You don't play everybody each time. Like Missouri doesn't play Alabama, Georgia, or the winner of the SEC this year. That's right. You heard it here first, Mississippi. So they're not playing the big 3. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But it doesn't really matter now because, the baseball playoffs were created so the SEC can get 8 teams in.
Yeah.
Nothing else figures.
Hold on 1 second. I got to do something from I got to get a quick bet in here on FanDuel.
Obviously.
Got to get the odds while
about Ohtani hitting a homer or something?
No, it's just for tomorrow, but it's I want to get it in case they
change. Sure, of course.
The odds change here. Hold on here. Let me do. You take over. I'm gonna.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I know not everyone wants to talk, so why don't we talk about a little NFL? Is anybody worried about the Niners tomorrow? Considering we are down to, we're going to be down possibly 3 of our best offensive players. We're on the road. I know it's going to be more of a home game because it's going to be Levi South. But, I get worried where, we're going against a team that's missing their 2 best offensive weapons. And the thing about tomorrow is I think the Niners are going to get healthy, but you got to jump on them right away. You need the Niners to get up 7, maybe 14-0, and don't let the Rams even breathe because it's going to be this might be a game if the Niners lose, the rest of the season could be a disaster. But hey, guys, let's try something a little bit different. Tomorrow, is there any game that is a sure thing? Any game, guys, chat. Any game with the point spread you guys all feel good about? Because I think tomorrow is very tough all around. You know, I'm a little surprised the Saints game is only 2.5 against the Eagles. I know the Eagles had a problem last time, but, you know, Saints at home, I thought would at least be maybe 4.5, 5. Chargers, they say, you know, who knows who's going to be QB in them. That line's only 2.5. The Raiders, who are not that good, got very lucky last week. They're giving up a touchdown to Carolina Panthers, you know. But, I mean, I think, you know, the one thing I told you guys a month ago, the best team in the NL West is Seattle because of their defense. And they're getting another gift tomorrow where they're going against the worst quarterback, and they're going against Miami. So, is anybody like anything tomorrow? I guess nobody plays the NFL, huh? Nobody. Robert, Alabama at Georgia. Let's see, where is that game at next week? That game next week. Oh, it's at Alabama. Be very interesting. Yeah, I see. It's the prime, and it's a night game at Alabama, so it's 4:30 start time. I always like those games. So it'll be rocking the pom-poms, the works. You know, because they're the SEC this year is not strong. Auburn's horrible. Arkansas is not good. Texas A&M, not good. You know, so this is big next week. Well, it's always big when Alabama and Georgia play. We all know that. This might be the first time, you know, they might play 3 times. You know, they'll play next week. They might play in the SEC championship because, remember, there's no more divisions. It's just the top 2 teams. Both teams play in the SEC championship. You know, the loser's probably going to be a 10 or a 9 seed. The other one will be like a 2 or a 3 seed. You know, so Robert, Tennessee. Yeah, you know, that game's still not – is that game over finally? They played – and it was at Oklahoma. But, yeah, 25-15 final. Tennessee's for real. You know why? Because they have a defense this year. Their defense, you cannot run against that team. So, you know, I like Tennessee. But you got to remember, what I meant is everyone talks about how great the SEC is top and bottom. I'm telling you, this year, the team to beat is not Alabama. It is not Georgia. I got them at 35-1 to win the whole thing, and I got them at 10-1 the SEC. It's Mississippi. Guys, that team, best offense, and their defense is so much better. I told the guy, I think it's going to be Tennessee against Ole Miss in the SEC championship. And on FanDuel, you have a thing where if you pick that, you get 60-1. But both teams have to make it. So, you know. Yeah, week 8, Georgia at Texas. I keep forgetting Texas and Oklahoma are now part of the SEC. My fault. Texas, you know, they're legit. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Dan, most importantly, did you get the bet in?
It's in, yeah.
It's in. Everybody relax. Now we can get back to the show. The bet is in.
Bet is in. Okay. What's going on here with the Dodgers game? Bottom of the 8th. Now the 9th inning. End of 8, still 4-3.
Yep.
Did
you see Judge hit another homer? The Yankees are in town against Oakland.
He hit how many homers has he got today? Just one?
One. Yeah, just the one. Stanton also hit a bomb. Today they had, I think, their second biggest crowd of the season beside the Giants and A's game. It was packed, but it was all Yankee fans.
Yeah.
The great Rodon pitched tonight against the A's.
Oh, he did. Okay. I'm trying to see who batted. It's not telling me this doggone box score. Did Ohtani is still 0 for 2. What did they is he due up to lead off the ninth? I can't tell who made the last out.
All right, yeah, let's see. I will tell you because on mine I can go play by play.
I'm hitting play by play, and it's not showing me the Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th. Verducci grounded. Oh, Rojas struck out swinging.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Verduccio hit a double play. So he was the 9th place hitter. Who's Fiducia? Fiducia. What is who? Where did he come from? He must come from the minors. Okay, so
he's a backup catcher. So Ohtani will lead off the bottom of the 9th.
And you don't want to walk him because he'll steal second. It's like a double.
You got bats with time run and scoring position.
Okay.
That's what happens when you have a lineup like that.
Yeah. I mean, how would you love? I mean, wouldn't you just love to have that type of team? I mean, why can't the Giants create that?
How about just a half a team like that?
Yeah, just we don't really have anybody that that comes to the plate and you go, oh, I can't go to the bathroom now, or I can't go to the concession stands to get a dog now. And if you do, you go to the top of the section and you stand and you watch the game. You wait. You don't actually leave. Giants had that for years with Bonds, and it's what made Oracle. It's true.
That's what built Oracle.
When he talks about Kruk and Kipe, he says, "I made Oracle." He did. The World Series were great, because they won it as a team, but Bonds was the attraction for years.
Yep.
From 2000 to even when they were crappy in 05, 6, and 7, he was still, everybody wanted to watch him, even though his career was ending.
Yeah.
Nothing like that 01 season, though, right? I mean, 73 homers. Whether he was juiced or not, it was still fun to watch.
Yeah, I was there for 50, 60, and I think 69. But you got to remember, too, and even though I think he took something, he wasn't the only one.
Correct. The pitchers were on it, too.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that. People all talk about McGuire and Sosa. I mean, you guys, Bonds got it easy now.
Caminiti.
Now you can't even see his face because of the roids. He's changed.
Who's
he
that?
Look good. He's not healthy.
He looks like Michael Jackson change.
His tone, it's all because of the roids. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild. When you look at him, because it's like night and day.
Agree.
Yeah.
And he still admits he did not take anything.
Who's that?
Sosa. Sammy.
Yeah, this is quite bizarre when you look at when you actually look at Sammy Sosa then and now.
Oh,
take a look at this.
Yeah, take a look at him. There he is.
I mean, that's really weird.
Agreed.
I mean, look at these pictures.
He's
Really
so
odd.
white.
I know. I don't understand. Look at this one right here. This is probably the craziest one. I mean, how does that happen?
I don't know.
Is it a skin disease, or is he doing something intentionally, or is
Yeah,
it
I'm not sure how that all happened.
is it something that's I don't know. I don't know what that involves. It looks like hopefully it's not something it's bleaching. Hari says, I don't know. Man, pretty crazy. Okay, one out. Rocky's got a man on second. Let me go back to the actual ball game, the video. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about the Giants for that long.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm watching the Colorado Baylor game is in overtime.
Ooh, okay. Grounded to short. He goes back to second, throws him out. 2 out for the Rockies. Wow, you don't want to lose to. Didn't the Rockies beat somebody the other day that was it Arizona? Yeah, they beat Arizona up in Colorado. What's with these Dodgers uniforms? Their numbers on the back. They look.
Oh, do they have the loss? That might be their.
Must be their huge numbers on the back, but they're skinny. It must be their what do you call it? Those what do you call those things?
Yeah,
City
our
Connects.
creamsicle ones.
City Connects. I guess
City
the
Connect,
creamsicles,
yeah.
they're gone, huh?
Yeah, they got a new one just so they can make more money, greedy bastards.
Yeah. Charlie Blackmon up. Uh-oh, did he get a base hit? Oh, just foul down, missed going down the first baseline.
I like him. He's been a solid Rocky. Great leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
Something that we don't have. Colorado always has a good leadoff hitter.
Want to see I want to see.
Oh, they got a guy. They got a guy to second.
Yeah, 2 out. I want to see Ohtani come up with him having the opportunity to tie it. Uh-oh.
Way back.
Home run.
Way back.
Home run.
Spalding, home run.
Oh, there goes the game. That just blew it for the Dodgers, most likely. Now Ohtani can't steal second. He's not going to try and steal second down 3.
No. So one thing about the Dodgers I'm worried about, their bullpen.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't really have a stopper. They sort of do it by committee.
Right. Correct.
But, what can you do?
Oh, man, what happened here? Stolen bases. Hold on. How did he get these stolen bases? Hopefully. Hold on. Let me see these stolen bases. 5 stolen bases. That one doesn't count. Oh, Corbin Carroll got 3 tonight. Dang. 3 stolen bases.
Whatever they take to win.
Rodriguez got 1 tonight. 4 for 6. Wait. Oh, Betts is at second base. Oh, those do count. Doggone it. All of stolen bases count. Okay.
Baylor fumbled on the 1-yard line in overtime. Colorado with a big win.
Oh, my goodness. Dion gets a win, huh?
Yeah, he hadn't won a game on prime time. I can't remember, except last year with the opener.
Wow.
Against TCU. They've been sort of a disappointment.
Wow. Well, that stinks. Let me see something here. Can't believe I lost a point and I gained a point. Dilly. Wow. Dilly takes the lead in our league. Wow. He's got me by 2.5 points. Yikes. Gonna stick in second place. I needed stolen bases. All right.
So the ball game starts tomorrow at 11:15. That's halftime with all the early games.
What game starts at 11:15?
The Giants game tomorrow.
Oh, so who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares, right? Oh man, that's going to be one of the least watched. I mean, I guess when the Giants game comes on, or the Niners comes on at 1:00, the last couple innings of the Giants game, everybody's going to tune out.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to comment. Hey, Griffin, remember one thing. You're talking about they ran the field in Boulder because it's their first Big 12 win. Remember, they were in the Big 8 previously.
Yeah.
Which then became the Big 12.
Right. I mean, come on, Colorado. What they're not going anywhere.
No.
How long do you think Dion stays there? You think this is his last year?
I think it depends what comes up. To him, I think it's all about, next year his son leaves, the best player on their team beside his son is gone. I think, you got this past year was so ridiculous with so many changes because, Alabama lost. I think it all depends who becomes available. I think that's the key. Yeah, now pitch to him. You got none to lose. You're up 3. Uh-oh. Left center. Gets down. Base hit.
Not going to take a chance. See? That home run.
Yep.
That's
a thing called adding on.
He's not going to steal now.
No, you don't need to. He's at 51 and 52.
No, but I mean, if it was a 1-run game, he would have stole. Not for the for what I'm saying is that cost them. That home run cost them a chance of him getting into scoring position with, no out and being down 1. Now Mookie Betts is up. Oh, Betts hit a home run earlier tonight too. Watch the Dodgers find a way to pull this off. All they need is their top 3 guys to just
just get on. I don't know who Colorado's closer is. So I can't remember.
This guy is what is this guy's name? I don't even know who it is. Betts up there. There's a fly ball to routine. Yeah. So tomorrow, let me see my picks, Lou. I did a
while you were making your wager, I asked the chat if they liked anyone tomorrow, because I think tomorrow's sort of tricky. Like you're not sure who's actually going to play. Is for like San Diego's quarterback, going to start. He's still injured. He didn't practice again today. With the Niners, our tight end, is he going to play?
Oh, looks like Ohtani just stole second.
There you go for Big Dan, right?
Yeah, I needed it. Thank you, Shohei. Yes. Love it. I got me another stolen base. I needed that. I'm in a battle in fantasy. There's a guy 1 ahead of me. I was a couple ahead of him, and he got 5 tonight. I've only got, what is that, my first stolen base of the night?
Well, he did give you, 40 points that one day with the 3 homers, 10 RBIs, and 2
my
stolen
second
bases.
Yeah. I'll pull up my bets here in not bets, but my picks for tomorrow. Your pick. Oh, I need to pick in 2 pools tomorrow. What? Oh, I didn't make my picks. I thought I did.
Oh, glad we're here to help you out. Yeah, I'm in a couple of things where you got to do the pick.
My weekly pick 'em. I pick Cleveland, Green Bay, Indy, Minnesota, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, the Raiders, Seattle, Baltimore, the 49ers, Detroit, KC, Buffalo, and Cincinnati were my winners. Now I've got to do I've got to pick one quarterback. I've got to pick one quarterback who's going to have the most yards. Which team? So this is, you can only use one team, each team once during the season. Your score is the total passing yards your team puts up. Things like sacks, yards, or interceptions do not factor in. It's all passing yards. So let's see, which quarterback do I want to pick tomorrow? Who's going to have the best game tomorrow? I don't like Daniel Jones.
What about pick the Raiders this week?
It's just the most yards quarterback. Who's going to throw up the
You're
most
going
yards?
against the Panthers.
Sam Darnold against Houston. No, I don't like that. Jalen Hurts against New Orleans. No, I mean, you also got to think like a high-scoring game where a team's got to pass a lot. Freeman's up to bat with Shohei on second. He walked, tying runs coming up to the plate.
There you go.
I need Shohei to score another run. Who's coming up? Number 4 hitter is that Teoscar Hernandez?
Yeah, see, Kittle's out. I mean, I don't know what the Niners. Niners are so depleted, it's ridiculous.
I don't think. I don't think Justin Herbert at Pitt's going to throw for a ton
I don't even know if
yards.
he's starting. He's questionable for tomorrow.
Is he? I certainly don't like Bo Nix of the Broncos.
No, that's why I was thinking the Raiders against Carolina.
Gardner Minshew. That could be a guy to pick.
Unless you got Arizona or the Lions, that could be a high-scoring game.
Oh, I was going to take Goff. Yeah, Goff would be a good guy to pick against. I think Goff at Arizona should be good. Wow, crowd's getting into it. What's going on here? Okay, we've got what's the count on this guy? There's your runners right there. Oh, the Crook Show. Let's see. Hernandez, there's a ball hit the right field. It's going to be an out. Okay. Ohtani is tagging and goes into third. All right. I don't care if the Dodgers win. Just get me a wild pitch or a hit. Get Shohei in. Yeah, Eddie K. I'm thinking of Goff tomorrow because that's a game against should be a lot of passing. So I think I'll pick Goff. What do you think, chat? Should I pick Goff or Minshew against Carolina? I need the team. I need to pick the quarterback who's going to throw the most yards tomorrow. And they add up all my yards. I got the first week, I got the right quarterback. I got the whoever I picked was the most yards in the season. I think it was Tua. Did I pick Tua the first week? I think so. Week 1. So I need a QB most yards tomorrow. Probably, I mean, Goff. It could be Kyler Murray. It could be, yeah, I don't need Freeman to score. I don't want Freddie Freeman to score if my opponent has him. I just want Ohtani to score. So just give me a wild pitch. Asking for a wild pitch here. What do you think of this comment up here? Should we put this guy in timeout right here?
Which one? I can't see it. Sorry.
8:59. The orange R.
About the Broncos?
Yeah, we'll have the same record as the 49ers after tomorrow.
But he's saying, aren't the Broncos 1-2?
They're 0-2. He's saying the Niners are going to lose. And
Niners
the Broncos
aren't going to
are
lose. I just think
right.
it's going to be a boring game.
I think we should just give this guy Bo Nix. Yeah, Bo Nix. He might get 8 yards passing. Okay, come on here. Ooh, took a called strike right down the middle. Why would you take that pitch? 3-1. Tommy Edman took a fastball right down the middle. That's a pitch you could have driven out of the park and tied it up. He's trying to take the walk and get to the next guy. Ohtani's got a huge lead. He's halfway to home.
How does he think the Broncos?
He walked him. He walked him. Bases are loaded. Max Muncy is up now.
Oh
my
giant killer.
Max Muncy. Hey, Jim. Jim on base. In the house. Good to see you, Jim. So I think I'll go with Goff. All right, here it is. You guys want to watch? You guys want to see this, or you want to? Ooh, he took a cut for the ball. He went for the win, and he was going for the slam, and he swung and missed.
How did the Dodgers get him? He played for the A's. Did the A's release him or give him up for nothing?
I'm not sure exactly how that worked. Here we go.
Oh, change up right over the plate.
Little high, but that's the
kind that's gone. 0-2 now.
Oh, that's real high. Look at that. Look at that. They called that a strike.
Yep.
Wow. Get out of the way, news break. I hate when things flash on your phone that just come up.
Yeah.
Uninvited things just pop up. I never have anybody that I subscribe to either, like alerts. 1-2. Just get Ohtani home. Struck him out.
3.
Wow. They almost made it back, came back. Oh, she thinks Sammy Sosa has vitiglio. But his wife's a nurse. Vitiligo. Okay.
I'm not even sure what that is.
I have a feeling it has something to do with
the pigmentation.
Yeah. Vitiligo. All right. She could see the patches on his hands. Okay. Interesting. Wonder what causes something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's ask Siri. Hey, Siri, what causes vitiligo?
The exact cause of vitiligo is unknown, although it is believed to be an autoimmune condition in which the body's immune system mistakenly destroys certain cells within the body. It has been proposed to be a multifactorial disease with genetic susceptibility and environmental factors, both thought to play a role. This is from medicinenet.com and Wikipedia.
Okay, there you go. We could play Siri. We could. Hey Siri, are the Denver Broncos any good?
Here's what I found.
Hey Siri, what's the background on? No,
sorry, I don't.
Let's ask Siri. Let's ask Siri a question. Hey Siri, what will the Denver Broncos record be this year?
The Broncos are 0-2 right now. That's 4th place in the AFC West.
Ask her if Farhan is fired yet.
Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
Is Farhan Zaidi fired yet?
On July 29th, 2020, Mirza announced that he was resigning from his post.
No, you got the wrong. Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
How bad are the San Francisco Giants?
The Giants are one of the most successful teams in Major League Baseball history, having won more games than any other team, and having the 2nd highest winning percentage.
Then
This
why?
answer is from Wikipedia.
Then why do we have Farhan destroying this franchise? That's unbelievable. We're the winningest team. Second highest winning percentage, have won more games than any other team in Major League history, and we are just going nowhere.
Yeah, ask her why Farhan hasn't been fired then.
Hey Siri, why has Farhan Zaidi not been fired yet?
Here's what I found.
Oh, it says, why are these probably the last days of the Giants? San Francisco Giants have an obvious replacement for Farhan Zaidi if, let's see, who's this? Who's the obvious replacement? Oh, somebody did an article back in July, their own opinion. Kim Ning. I got my own opinion. I put it out today, guys. You've heard it before.
Yeah.
My solution for the Giants is a 2-year plan with Brian Sabian, Ned Colletti. They both work very well together. They're good friends. They share stories. They have the same passion. They can get a third person that's working with them that they're training. So it's a 3-headed monster. That third person has, is the eventual heir apparent. They're just grooming him. And it's a succession plan. That's what you got to do. Right? I mean, get somebody in there that is just sees how it's done. And I don't know. It's the way I would do it. But they're going to go the analytical route. You watch. They'll go the analytical route again. Be kind of cool if they didn't go after Ned and Brian, if they went after somebody like Dave Dombrowski or something, huh?
Yes. Anything's better than what we have.
Yeah. Can it? I honestly don't think you could get worse than Farhan. I really don't. I mean, even if you got somebody that was pretty bad, they can't be worse than Farhan.
And Dan, like I said, the 2025, this is what I think is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Giants are too cheap to get rid of Farhan. And after we go 6-20 in the first month of the season, they will fire him.
No, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna fire him.
Because our first month schedule is brutal.
They're firing him next week. Whether it's Thursday or Friday of next week or Monday the following week. Farhan is fired. He's in his final 10 days. Look, Farhan is going to the baseball grave right there. He's going into the baseball grave.
Beautiful.
Not the life grave. We don't want him to go there. We just want him in the baseball grave.
Sure.
Not the grave. Grave. Yeah, I'd take a White Sox executive too. Yeah, even just to get rid of Farhan. I mean,
anybody.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a little surprised that they haven't really been talking about it. Like why is he still employed? We've been eliminated. The hush-hush talk has sort of been, but that could be the Giants telling the beat writers, don't say anything because we're going to make a major announcement this day.
Yeah. Wow. I got to score more runs. Can I catch anybody else in runs?
Oh, so I didn't see this. So Luciano got sent down so he can start working on his work on the outfield. How are they going to send him to the outfield?
Yeah.
Where is he going to play in the Giants in the outfield with us?
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking. Yeah, where are you going to put him? You got Ramos and Lee. So who's he going to take spot? I guess if they don't sign anybody, and maybe he could play left field, and you move.
I'd rather have
right.
McCray defensively.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, he may never come back up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at this, Lou. You got a comment on this?
Oh, yeah, always. Of course. Yeah, that was Green Day because they had 2 other concerts because of Dreamforce. Plays, by the way, Green Day's show last night had a smaller crowd than the Def Leppard Journey show.
How did that draw, the Def Leppard Journey show?
At 25,000, holds 42. They were selling tickets half price and couldn't fill it. I think it's dumb to get Def Leppard 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah, why not just like...
And last year they had Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Poison. This year you got, and a lot of people are, you got to get different acts.
Yeah.
They've actually only sold out 2 concerts there. Well, 3 if you include Lady Gaga. And that was Kenny Chesney, which was a country show that sold out 2 weeks prior to the event. And then last year's Def Leppard Motley Crue show. They're getting the same acts.
Yeah, Def Leppard, Mark Gray said, sold out here in Phoenix. Ben Bamboo says Luciano should be getting reps at first. That's my take too. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Kyle's messing with the logo. All right. It's going to be fun.
And by the way, you did see that your buddy went back on the IL again?
Which
Jordan
buddy?
Hicks.
Oh, yeah. He's done. Yeah. He missed an $83,000 bonus by 1/3 of an inning. He needed one more out. One more out, and he would have got a innings bonus. Wow. How's that? How many was that Def Leppard here in Phoenix, Mark? Where was the concert at? Was it at Chase Field or did they put it at?
I think it was at Chase, if I remember right.
That's 50,000. You got
to remember where the stage is. They don't go behind it, but they do the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold out in San Diego too.
Did you go, Mark? I wish I would have known. I would have went. I didn't know they were here. I love seeing Arnell perform. Journey's lead singer.
He's no Steve, but he's still pretty entertaining.
He's entertaining. Mark went? Okay. How was Arnell? I saw Journey when Steve Perry in high school.
I saw 5 Day on the Greens with Steve Perry. And the last time I saw him on Day on the Green, do you know who the bassist was?
No.
From American Idol, Randy Jackson.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Arnell was off that night, Mark Graves says. Okay.
What do you mean he wasn't good? Because they don't have another singer.
Have you seen the documentary on Journey with Arnell when they?
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Pretty wild, huh? When he was getting sick and all that, he was having to go play and constantly, and then he didn't feel like he belonged, and he didn't think they wanted him, and
he got YouTube. I mean, the whole thing when he got noticed. Neil Schoen called him and he hung up on him twice.
Yeah.
Neil Schoen. He goes, "When the hell are you calling me?"
Kind of funny because, I've been over there, obviously, to the Philippines, and, he grew up in a very, a lot of people in the Philippines grow up pretty poor, and to be discovered. And then, man, I wish we could play some of that stuff. Man, I wish we had certain rights to music. I've got a few friends that are musicians. One of my best friends, I shouldn't say best friends, a good friend. I graduated. We were in a graduating class. It'd be fun to bring him on the show. He's very, very famous in the Philippines. And he's big over here. He tours all over the U.S. Does a lot on the West Coast because he's from California, but he was known as the Concert King. That's his, Martin Nievera. Him and his sister, twins. They're twins. And I was pretty close to his sister too in high school. Dated her for a while. But pretty. They both sing incredible. Very, very, yeah. But yeah, Martin can not imitate. What's the word when you play other people's songs and sound just like them? I don't know what you call it, but Harish knows him. Pinoy legend, yeah. You know Martin, yeah. Martin is. I've got him and his sister in my contacts here, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I went to a concert up in. Well, I was supposed to go at Cache Creek. He was up at Cache Creek and I was supposed to go to that concert, and I couldn't end up making it. And he called me up. I told, my sister told her I was going to be there, and then I ended up not being able to get there that night. So I ended up seeing him down in San Diego a week later.
Sweet.
And he, called me out that one. But yeah.
Yeah, a good buddy of mine I went to grammar school and high school with. He is sort of a famous drummer. I don't know if you know who Jack Johnson is, the performer. He's the drummer for him, and then he fills in a lot whenever. He's had to fill in with Jack Johnson is pretty big.
Okay.
And who else did he fill in with? He filled in with Dave Matthews a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. That San Diego score did go final 6-2 Padres.
There you go.
So that means it's a 3-game. If we actually watch this, can you watch this? Let's see if we put this up. I had the old had it up from before we changed it. See it right now? It says 4. Let's hit the refresh. See what it does. There it is. 3. See it?
Yep.
Padres. That's National League. That's just the full National League.
Best record, sure.
Yeah. So 3 games. Padres have a shot.
Now they do have to play Arizona the final week.
Yeah. Padres got the Dodgers and Arizona the final week, while the Dodgers have the Padres in Colorado.
Yeah.
In Colorado for 3. But you'd like to see it meaningful. That would be kind of cool if the Padres, don't they go into LA? Is it in LA,
yeah,
right?
I'm just about to look up their
It would be kind of cool if they swept them and tied them. Let me see. Let me look at the schedule. Pull it up right here. Okay. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. So here's the schedule for the week. On Wednesday, we know it starts Tuesday, so it is in LA.
Yeah.
And then on
San Diego
on Friday.
They got to win tomorrow, their final home game against the White Sox. Then they go 3 at LA, 3 at Arizona.
LA, Colorado to end the season, San Diego at Arizona. Wow. You know what's crazy? San Diego's playing Arizona the final 3, and it could turn out to be a 6-game series because they're headed for a course of playing each other right now in the playoffs. Wouldn't that be something if they play 3 in Arizona and Arizona beats them all 3 games, and then they get the home games again at Arizona? It could happen because San Diego's got to play LA. Wow.
And Arizona plays the Giants and San Diego.
Yeah. it's lining up pretty good for Arizona. They could catch the Padres.
I mean, go to the wild card in the NL. I mean, the American League. Someone was talking about that Seattle doesn't play a team the last 6 games with a winning record. Seattle can somehow still get in the playoffs. Oh, damn, we lost you.
I hit the wrong button.
Welcome back. We missed you.
What'd you say? Go to the American League wild card?
Go to the American League wild card. And I was listening to because the Rangers are done.
Well, you want to just look at the standings?
No,
the wild card?
I mean, look how many teams. So you guys, this is why the wild card was created. Look at the interest just on the wild card for the final week of the season, the American League.
What is Jake saying? Dan cap is spot on. Is he talking about my ball cap, my hat, or what? Yeah. What's the thought process there? Playing Walton over Schmidt. This team. That's why I can't. This organization just ticks me off. They're a joke. They're an absolute laughingstock. They're just idiots. They're absolute idiots. It's idiots running the insane asylum. What are we looking at? The wild card?
And the American League.
We looking at the games or the standings?
Now look you got 5 teams because Houston, here's the thing. Seattle goes to Houston, but Houston's going to clinch the division. So when you clinch the division, the games don't really mean anything to you. You got to start getting your pitching staff ready for the playoffs. But you have Minnesota has a doubleheader. Kansas City plays the Giants. I forgot who Detroit plays. Seattle plays at Texas. You're going to have 4
Detroit
teams.
plays Baltimore.
I mean, it's ridiculous how close everything is in the American League with 1 week.
Wow, look at Seattle coming and Detroit. Wow. Out of that group, I hope Detroit makes it. Seattle, if they fall short again, they got eliminated last year.
And they blew 2 games against the Yankees. Or they'd have 2 more wins. They should be 82-73.
Wow.
Blew 2 games running errors by their best player.
Who was that? Rodriguez?
Yep.
Wow, he went 4 for 6 tonight.
Yeah, and he had a huge day yesterday.
Oh, did he? He did that last year. He had a big push late in the season.
He had 2 homers yesterday. I think he went 4 for 6, and today he had. He led off the game with a homer. Then a tie-breaking single.
Wow.
Now the other thing about Texas is, Bochy's every other year again. He won the championship, then they didn't make the playoffs.
Wow. Man, I gotta get my pitching staff going. I gotta have a big pitching game tomorrow. Dang it. I need a big day. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if Detroit made the playoffs, though. That's that Scott Harris running that franchise.
Is that the guy we got rid of?
Well, he was here and he took the Detroit job. Yeah. He was the guy that helped get Chris Bryant.
Another big mistake. Couldn't pay him an extra $1 to stay.
Well, he hadn't done too well though. He has hardly played in Colorado. Yeah. In 3 years, I think he's played about 100 games.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm glad we didn't sign him.
Yeah.
Another bust. And then by Victor 1, Farhan also said at the trade deadline, we don't need any offense. We have the best pitching staff in the league.
Yeah.
And as you know, Ray, I think only pitched 5 games, 2 wins, useless. Snell, 4 wins.
Yeah.
Webb this year, of course, losing record when he pitches for the Giants. Harrison, average at best. But that's the thing about Farhan. He says we have the best. Farhan says we have the best, and Robert Rothschild says we have the best, and both were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It'll be fun. Tomorrow we'll do another 8:00 show. Will be on tomorrow afternoon after 49ers Rams, somewhere around 4:15ish. After, since it is a road game, Larry will not be at the stadium. So look for the 49ers Rams post-game show right here on NorCal Sports Network. We'll do a simulcast, a joint link up with Larry Kruger on the Krug channel, the Krug Show. So we'll have it right here. And hopefully it's a victorious day tomorrow. Hopefully Brock Purdy has a big day and shuts up all the detractors who are saying, let's see what Brock can do without all the stars around him.
I know, but we're missing our star receiver, our star running back, our star tight end.
I know. That's why I say it'd be great if Brock just cleaned up and went like 300 plus yards, had a passing percentage of 75% or better, no picks, 3 TDs. It would be awesome. Yeah, it's not a road game, Mark says. We're playing in Levi South. Yeah. It's kind of weird, though, when you're traveling and you don't get to see, Debo, CMC, and Kittle. I mean, how's that? So that'll be fun. We'll be here tomorrow, and then we'll do the Giants post game, and we'll do a NFL wrap. We'll do that at 8:30 tomorrow after Sunday Night Football. We'll do an MLB, a little bit of a wrap up on just the playoffs. We'll touch briefly on we'll do the Giants, but and then we'll do it after Sunday Night Football. I don't know. I'm not a guy that wants to go on and compete with the NFL. I know some people don't even think about it, but you go up against the NFL, you're losing because people are watching that. So probably about 4:15ish tomorrow, anytime a little after the 49ers Rams game. Could be about 4:30. 4:15 to 4:30 is my guess. And then 8:30 after Sunday Night Football. Who's on Sunday Night Football tomorrow night, Lou?
Let me take a look.
Let's see. NFL tomorrow night. Oh, it is the Chiefs and Falcons.
Can Cousins come back?
Interesting. Chiefs, Falcons. Falcons on Sunday Night Football. Interesting. Hey, you know what, Lou? Let's do a real quick rundown. You know what? Before we get out of here, let's have a little fun and let's pick tomorrow's NFL games, and we'll see who does better, you or me. All right.
Just straight up or against the spread?
Just straight up. Just straight up.
All right, let me get because I'm in another league where all you got to do is pick them. So
I'll pull them up. I'll pull them up on the board right here. Here we go.
I will tell you mine.
We got them right here. You ready? All right. First games in the morning. Can you see that?
I do. I the first game I had Cleveland.
I got Cleveland too. Green Bay at Tennessee. I'll take we'll rotate. I'm taking that's a tough one. I think I took Green Bay earlier, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tennessee wins, but I'm going to go Green Bay.
I took Tennessee on mine.
Okay, so we're differ there. Chicago at Indy, your pick.
I took Indy.
Agree. Houston at Minnesota.
I think the Vikings are due for a letdown after a big win against the Niners, so I played the Texans.
Let me see what I picked. I can't remember. I got to look. That was a toss-up game for me because Minnesota.
And there are a lot of 10 o'clock games tomorrow.
Yeah. Is Jefferson playing tomorrow?
I think he is.
Minnesota tends to. Their history is they play well a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm just to be different. I'll take Minnesota. My pick, Philadelphia at New Orleans. I'm taking the Saints.
So am I.
Okay, Rams at Pittsburgh. Your pick.
Well, it's the Chargers.
I mean, not the Rams, the Chargers. I'm sorry.
So this
Chargers.
game, I don't know, because I don't know if Chargers quarterback, he's a game time decision.
Hey, we'll see you, Ben. Peace out.
So I'm not sure who the quarterback is, but I'm just not a big fan of Pittsburgh. They're great defensively, but their offense stinks. So I'll take the Chargers. What the hell?
All right, I'm going to take Pittsburgh. Okay. Next game up, we've got, let me move it up a little bit. We've got Denver at Tampa. I'm taking Tampa.
Of course.
Yeah. Carolina at Vegas. Your pick.
I got to do the Raiders just because Carolina's horrible. I'm not even sure who the backup quarterback is.
I'm taking the Raiders too. Miami at Seattle.
Easiest game of the day.
You're taking Seattle?
The worst quarterback in NFL history's quarterbacking for Miami.
Yeah. Okay, you're taking Seattle. I am too. Seattle goes 3-0. This is a good game. It's a must win for Baltimore. Dallas got embarrassed last week. They're back. They're at home. Baltimore at Dallas. I'm going to take Baltimore, though.
I think Baltimore has to win it or their season's done.
Yeah, you got Baltimore. Okay. 49ers, Rams. We both got the Niners?
Yes.
Okay. Detroit, Arizona, your pick?
I mean, Detroit really needs the game. They can't go 1-2. Arizona played a bad Rams team where they lost their star player. These are the type of games where Detroit wins because Arizona, even though they're favored, they don't come through. So I'll take Detroit.
Is Arizona favored in this game?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to take the Lions. Kansas City at Atlanta. I'll take Kansas City.
I'll take Atlanta. The impossible game coming back for the win.
I hope so. I hope I want to see Atlanta win. I hope you're right. And the final game is
2 Monday nighters.
Oh, 2 Monday nighters. Wow. Okay. Your pick, Jacksonville at Buffalo. You got Buffalo, I know, and I do too.
Yeah, I got to take Buffalo just because, first of all, it's at home.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville is a fraud. Everybody said this could be the year. They're nowhere to be found.
Yeah. And I think we both got Cincy in the
other
game. Yeah. Okay. So we differ on Detroit. You have Arizona. We both took Baltimore. You took the Chargers. I got the Steelers.
And then I got the Texans and you got Minnesota.
Yep. And then I got Green Bay and you got Tennessee. All right. So we've got one.
Now, is the Packers starter going to start? He practiced on Thursday, Friday. Are they thinking about next week?
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would think he's going next week, but I haven't heard. I have been kind of not paying attention to the Philip likes Atlanta too. BC. It's going to be back-to-back days of losses for your LA teams. Dodgers lose tonight. Your Rams lose tomorrow. If Ryan is out there, still out there, I don't think he is. He nodded off. His Denver Broncos are going to be 0-3. 0-3.
Boy,
yep.
They might have, that franchise since Elway's been in charge has been a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, they won the Super Bowl with Manning at the worst Super Bowl of all time against Carolina here in San Francisco.
Yeah. Philip says it's KC. It's not KC and the Sunshine Band. It's KC and the Refs.
Yeah, I like it. Good call.
I think they should change that band. Remember KC and the Sunshine Band?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's KC and the Refs. Man, do those guys get more calls. And they get holding calls all season long. Then the Super Bowl comes up, and they just swallow their whistles.
Oh, yeah.
And they put their flag in the pocket, and they put a zipper over it. They do not throw holding calls, even though Nick Bosa gets held around the neck all the time. Anyway, I think that does it for us tonight, guys. We shall see you again tomorrow in the afternoon. I'll be on with Larry after the 49ers take on the Rams at Levi South. And then
that like button on the way out.
Hit that like button. Right. Lou and I will be back tomorrow night at 8:30. 8:30 tomorrow night, everybody, for Giants postgame NFL recap, MLB recap, and should be a good day of sports. So have a great night. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.